perfection. That's the plan, baby. Don't put your life in weird.
Our coverage of the NFL has brought us to Space City and NRG Stadium, right next to where the old Astrodome sits, here in Houston, Texas. Today, a good one in store here. It's the Washington Commanders and the Houston Texans. Young Kweku has it all teed up. And we're off and running from Houston. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Offense out now to get us started. It's first and 10.
Here we go. 3-19, yes, right.
Throwing on their first play. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
As a quarterback, you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find a throwing lane, and he couldn't do it on that one.
Following the incomplete pass, second and 10 now from the 30.
Don't jump.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. It's his running back. And he's halts in after about a 6-yard pickup. Stop made at the 36.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Fields gets it out wide quick. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain, turning it into an explosive play.
Throwing again, it's Fields. And the first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete. And I'm just going to assume, Brock, we're going to see a more aggressive defense here after the amount of points these guys gave up last week.
Yeah, that performance was not up to standard, but this looks a whole lot more like an attacking the pass. Not just playing the defense, but go knock the ball away.
Second and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion.
Here we go.
Play action now. It's Fields. Buying some time right. No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it.
That may not look like much, and on tomorrow's grade sheet, it'll just be an S for satisfactory, but that's a good decision. Know where to go with the ball, don't put it in harm's way.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down.
Here we go, son.
Here he goes, third and long. Rolling left, buying some time. Has time, he's throwing deep down the left sideline. Trying to find his tight end. And they're going to be stuck with a fourth and long. Will Reichert now to try the field goal. Ball spotted on the left hash, 49 yards out. Reichert connects there. And they get 3 on their first series. Hope to build on that in the drives ahead.
We'll call that one a little tester, Kate. Kind of like a 5 to 8 foot putt. You really hope to make all of them, but you know, over the course of the season you won't. In that case, it went right through.
Reed now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Justice Hill. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. They'll run here with Amari on Hampton. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. On a more aggressive call on second.
In motion right is Cooks. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Well secured by Brandon Cooks. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be good for a Washington first. Hampton gets it out of his own read. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door to a bigger gap in the future.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Taking a shot deep here. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up. All right, partner, testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. Daniels throwing on 3rd. Downfield to Warren. He's got it. And he's going to take this down to 31 before he gets taken down. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down. They've come out swinging to begin this contest as they've got it down to the 31. They're going option keeper on 1st and 10. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Malik Hooker with the tackle.
I can promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
And this is down to the doorstep of that red zone. Another yard to reach it and pick up that 1st down, too.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the 6. You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
1st and 10.
Hooker 19. Ready.
They give to Hampton on the option. Got some room to work. And he's going to take it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders pull ahead 6-3 in the 1st. Koo with the extra point. And the Commanders won up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. Has this at the 6. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Fields. Has him on the quick hitter. He hits him for a gain of 6. He's up to the 26.
It's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. And they're going to run for the first time now with the rookie from Boise State. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. It's a gain of 4. And it sets up a Houston 1st.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Fields to throw it. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, so it's 2nd down coming up.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Extend. Turn ball, right. Right.
Fields out of the gun. Escapes the pocket. This one's to Rice out on the right side. This gets forward a little, not a ton, to the 35. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop.
You know what I love about this? Never showing panic. When he leaves the pocket, look at his eyes. They continue to search downfield. They're never looking at the rush. They're finding the open man downfield before running out of real estate.
They will not get another playoff. We're at the end of one. 7-3 is our score. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Welcome back. We'll begin the second quarter with the Texans in possession. They're looking at 3rd and 6 here.
You got a mini base.
Throw here, 3rd down. He has the first over the middle, and he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Here we go.
Another throw for Fields. On the move, headed right. Dumped off to his running back. This is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Here's Derrick Henry getting on the ground. Oh, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late. This could have been much, much more exciting.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Go.
Here's the handoff. This is very close, but it looks like he's going to be marked. Yep, marked shy that 1st down at the 30.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Here we go, son. Right.
Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. Picked up by Jalen Jones. 3rd down from this distance, Brock. That is a spot you expect your offense to convert, but you also expect your defense to make the stop. This time, the defense won out with a nice interception.
Yeah, in that scenario, it's really like an outfielder in baseball, Kate, right? If you're going to go for it, as a defender, if you're going to just pull the trigger and you're going to go for it, you better make it happen, and you better get that pick. Otherwise, you're giving up a 1st down conversion. He gets the pick, and those defensive coaches and that defense celebrating on the sidelines. Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
This is complete. It's Matthew Golden. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. They managed 22 on the rim and a 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
On 1st down, here's Daniels. Buys time, rolling right. He's going to let this go deep down the right side of the field. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw when you throw it that deep outside the numbers that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Let's go. Steady.
Daniels is going to throw again. Flush down now to his left. Touchdown, Washington! The Commanders pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Coup on now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders drive their lead to 11. Coup all lined up and ready to put this one away. Return coming from the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Here we go, tonight. 3-19, tonight.
From the gun, here's a handoff. Looks like they're giving about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, tonight.
Here's Fields to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. And not a lot available there. Makes it to the 26. Zaire Franklin there to make the tackle.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
We've hit the 2-minute warning now in NRG. The Texans got a long way to go and a short time to get there. Commanders in the dime set for this 3rd down.
Here we go. West right, sit.
Air it out on 3rd. Waddle makes the catch. And he's going to have this out near the 40, just a little bit short of it. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Here we go. Go.
Out of the gun, Henry. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow. That's why I never asked.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Tonight.
Looking to throw Fields. Completed to his running back. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Chips clear.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Will be yard at most there, and 2nd down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, with the transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Here we go. 551, 551, 12 go. Tonight.
Back to throw. Here's Fields. Throwing this one back of the end zone. And he will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Texans make it a 1-score game before halftime. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown.
A receiver this skill, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
That one splits the uprights. And the Texans cut the lead down to 4.
14. Texans 10.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Hill now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. First and 10. Out of the gun, Daniels. Cut down the field, Golden. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Daniels back to throw. That's Golden working the sideline. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. They'll get 18 yards there. And the Commanders will have a first.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field. There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Still working from the 30 as they line this up. Second and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Again, Daniels to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left.
So far, this script, well, it's dictated some early looks for this running back, and now you're seeing the adjustment defensively. Not so easy on those checkdowns. Nowhere for that ball to go.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Come on. Hey.
They'll throw, third and long. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. Intended target there was Tyler Warren. And now they're staring at fourth and long.
Youngway Crew on for the field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
Koo able to put it through. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
You know that most of these coaches really don't crack that big smile until they get that W with 60 minutes over, but I see a little sly smile on that coach's face because that's terrific execution. You work those situations to pay them off with points. They did just that.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Reed now to kick this one away. Hill now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes first and 10.
Let's go.
Here's Hampton, open the drive. He's got to gain a 6 there. It was Xavier McKinney that time with the tackle.
Cool thing about a drive starting runs like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4.
Ready. Cowboy in. Ready.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Now Daniels to throw. Finds him over the middle. also going inside the 35. He makes it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders grow the lead coming out of halftime. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this two-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
That one right down the middle. And the Commanders double their lead to 14. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now Fields completes this one to Rice. And it doesn't get much, up to maybe their own 40. The Amador Lenore there on the stop.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Here we go. Go.
Fields throwing here. Escapes out to the left. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off Zaire Franklin. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. The defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
Viking 18. Ready, ready.
It's Hampton on second. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space where the lanes are open. They'll get a little punishment to stretch plays.
Texans closing in, and they get to him. Big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Well, even the toughest in the league to catch can still be caught at times. It just takes a defense that's determined and relentless. And the real big key, when you get that split second, you got to take advantage of that opportunity. Defense just did.
Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Defense looking to defend the marker on third down. Here he goes, third and long. Got his man, it's Golden. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
That's good for a Commanders first down.
Here we go. Set.
A gain of 19 yards.
Daniel's going to keep it. That one stopped right at the line for no gain. This is going to be second down.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
From the gun, it's Daniels. And he's not going to escape this. The Texans take him down. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
Okay, that was so good, really, on two levels there defensively. Number one, with an athletic quarterback, you've got to keep him in the pocket. They did. And then more importantly, and in this case, you got to finish him. Job well done.
Third and long for him here. And that is caught. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders parlay the interception into points. Extra point by Q. He's up and good. And the Commanders stretch their lead to 21.
Commanders 31. Texans 10.
Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Out, let's go.
Off play action, it's Fields. Headed out right. Connects on the crosser. And he'll get it up to the 44.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Here we go, shot. 330. Hey, 551. 5.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Dumped off to his running back. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And it sets up a Houston first.
At the 43-yard line.
I should probably start a hit, boy, because I got all the hits, boy. All that drink, you got to chill. I be on my little mouse drill. All that rap to pay your bills. Yeah, I'm on some rappers pay my bills.
Extend. Don't jump. Ready? Green 19, got your right.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Forced out to his right. He tucks it and takes off. And this play is nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. 16 yards on the play. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
Here we go.
Fields out of the gun. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away. So he goes down. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on 2nd down. We're through 3 on this holiday weekend. It's the Texans with the football and a chance to do a little window dressing here in the 4th. In a real troublesome spot here, Brock. That sack has him set up 2nd down and 21.
You got a minute. Go.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
Here we go, son. 58, move here's up.
Here's Fields to throw. The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. And the Commanders pick this one up. So they steal away possession and add some extra yards for their offense after that fumble return.
Hey, I get it, Kate. 3rd down, you're doing all you can to try to stay on the field. But unfortunately, poor ball security. Security loosens his hold on it, and the defense knocks it free. Instead of facing fourth down, even better, that defense is off the field completely.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Shotgun give to Hampton. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts, the very minimal gain.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Daniels. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Washington 1st down.
Back to throw. Here's Daniels. Going with a screen to Hampton. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Out of the gun, Daniels. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. He picks up 15 on the play. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Play action now, Daniels. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play. Jarrett loose, incomplete. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Half the 60. Half the 60. Let's go.
Throw here. 3rd down. Texans closing in, and they give to him. And they're staring at a 4th down now after that sack.
Yeah, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
So here comes the kick team for what will be a very long attempt. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And the advantage now sits at 24.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Offense emptying the backfield as they come up here. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Here's Fields. There's pressure, and he's going to be dropped. Well done by the Commanders' defense. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Yeah, this is a time where offensively you got to regroup. You got to get in that huddle. You know, and quarterback is the most important leadership position. Everyone's looking at you. And as a QB, after taking a sack like that, you got to flush it, instill some confidence, and move this ball forward.
And he will take this down near the opposing 35-yard line. So flip the field, folks. It's 1st and 10 inside of enemy territory now. The play fake. It's Fields. So it's taken in by Kylan Granson. He's going to be stopped, but not before dealing some damage. He's down to the 12. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down. Offense in a hurry up here.
You got a mini base.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Right.
From the red zone now. Completed to his running back. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. Looking quickly here.
gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
And the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 5.
That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Texans hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
Here we go. Right.
Fields looking to throw. Lynn's got it. And in for the Houston touchdown. The Texans putting up points in a game decided. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive.
And he goes down, the pressure gets home, and they will not take another 2 off that lead. With time ticking away, they prepare for a must-get onside kick. And the Commanders are able to cover the kick. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point of the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Gotta find a way to flush this, because it's just not been their kind of game.
3 set of downs for them at the 38.
Let's go now.
First down,
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready?
Into the gun, here's Hampton. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
37-yard line.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Go.
They send the tight end in motion. Nice cutback. And he's going to take it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders put up even more points in a win. Jaden Daniels with the touchdown. Who with the extra points. And the Commanders continue piling on to this lead.
Commanders 41, Texans 16.
Coup all lined up and ready to boot this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. 1st and 10. And they're going to throw out of the gun. Trying to push deep downfield. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though. Here we got 2nd down.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Play action now. It's Fields. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Trying to find Jalen Waddle. So that brings up 4th and long.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure. Let the cover guys go shut it down.
Desperation time here. Texans are going to have it, and he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's first and 10.
Here we go.
Now it's Fields. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. He brings up second down.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Another try from the 25. It's second and 10.
Here we go.
They fake the handoff. Now Fields. Flushed out of the pocket. Caught near the goal line. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans making the scoreboard look a touch better. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. One after try good by Reichert. And the Texans make it an 18-point game.
Commanders 41. Texans.
Don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Commanders. That should just about lock up the win.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
Ready up.
This undoubtedly the final snap of a decided contest.
Here we go. Here we go.
First and 10. Here's Hampton. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive. So it's a win on the road for the Commanders. Man, they were facing a top-5 defense this week, Brock, but they made them look anything but. What a great performance to get this win.
Yeah, you could come in, Kate, with this awe and mystique of, gosh, we're facing one of the best defenses in the league, but as soon as you get those first points, you realize, you know what? They're mortal just like the rest of us, and they took the fight right to them.
Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Commanders, as we'll see you next time from Houston.